Preparing for the worst tonight, a tornado drill in Olathe looked a lot like the real deal. 20 emergency volunteers put through what you could call their final exam, learning how to save lives after a disaster. New at 10, our Garrett Haig joins us live from Olathe. And Garrett, you were there as the drill happened. What was it like?
Well, it looks a lot like this, Jadian. In fact, this burning car behind me was one of dozens of obstacles these so-called CERT teams had to face when they arrived on the scene of an imaginary tornado, practice for a danger that's all too real. Bloody, crying, and seemingly helpless volunteers sprawled across a parking lot, victims of an imaginary tornado with real-looking injuries and scenarios meant to help train the people who might save their lives in an actual disaster. This is Garrett. He's just 6 with what looks like a broken leg. He tells the first responders he doesn't know his address or even his phone number. The would-be rescuers, 19 students with 6 weeks of training in emergency management, first aid, and search and rescue, learning to respond with and before the first responder.
Let's just move her off.
Teams put out fires, triage injuries, and search a warehouse for the badly wounded. Inside the warehouse, the drill feels all that more real. The power is out, it's loud and dark, and the early responders can hear someone screaming from deep in the back. Olathe Fire Department trainers watch closely. They say these men and women can be a great help in a real emergency.
They'll be very helpful. They'll be able to coordinate. Their search trained to take care of themselves for 72 hours, be self-sufficient.
The trainers asked us to help too by badgering the drill's incident commander. Can you just tell us a little bit about what's going on, how severe the injuries are, how many people you've recovered so far?
I can't talk to the media, please.
Afterwards, that commander, who spent 8 years in the Navy, said he signed up for this training to protect those even closer to home.
You got to prepare to help the kids next door.
About 3,000 people have already taken this training, which is completely free. They're now trying to fill up a class for later this month, primarily for Spanish speakers, to address a demographic need here. If you're interested in attending, contact the Olathe Fire Department, who very graciously stayed to start the fire behind me and shortly to put it out. Reporting live, Garrett Haig, 41 Action News.